I made a little error on this one, so forgive me. So I'm looking at this new equation, y equals -1/2 x minus 3. So my slope is always a number in front of x, which is -1/2. And I wanted to write this top to bottom more. So I'm rising -1 and I'm running 2. My y-intercept is -3 because it's subtract 3. So I have to take that sign with me, okay? That's why b is -3, and that makes a difference. So step 1, I'm going to graph -3. Okay? So I did that. I counted down 1, 2, 3, and that's my first point there. Now my next point, it says rise, -1, so I go down 1, run 2, 1, 2. So I go over this way. Okay, and again I can keep going that until my graph runs out, down 1, over 2. Now something else you can do, which I'm covering up here, is remember I've told you before you can flip the negative to either number, or it can go on the outside. So if I flip the number, that means I go up 1 to the left 2. So up 1 to the left 2. Up 1 to the left 2. Okay. So what I'm trying to show you is you can get multiple points once you graph the y-intercept. Okay. Again, you only need 2 in order to graph it, but that can help you out a little bit here. So I'll draw my line through these couple points, tack my arrows on because it goes on forever. And there you go. So ignore this point here. That was my boo-boo mistake there. All right, let's move on. So this is kind of a written one, okay? And so you've kind of seen these before in the last couple sections. So it says graph a line that has a slope of 4. Okay, remember slope is m, so I'm going to write that right away. I know m is 4, that's going to be helpful. That passes through the point 3, 2. And my hint here is graph the point first, then use the slope to find the second point. So instead of using the y-intercept as my first point, I'm going to use 3, 2 as my first point. So 3, 2, remember that's x, y. So I go over 3 from the origin, 1, 2, 3, up 2, 1, 2, and I plot that point. Okay, so I plotted that one in purple there. I don't know if you guys can actually tell if it's purple or not, but now remember slope, a whole number is always over 1. So this is rise over run. So from this point, I go up 4, which I didn't give you guys enough room here, but we can kind of extend these lines a little bit. Or count by 2s on your graph. That might help you a little bit. So I rise, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. Okay. So we have a pretty steep slope. This one I'm only going to plot 2 points. I could plot more if I needed to. But 2 is usually enough here. Go from there. So I plotted my point first. And then use my slope to find my second point. Draw a line between the 2. Okay. Now you guys are actually going to have a graph, but I use my graph for something else. So exit step, graph a line with a slope of -2. So that means m is -2. And that passes through the point 2, 2. So that's exactly like what we just did here. And you guys will actually have a graph below here, but I wrote on it, so I can't show you. And then your homework for this afternoon here is page 170 still, 11 through 15 all. So not the odd ones, all of them please, okay? So you get some extra practice on them. Good luck and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.